So as people will know, the folks that watch me and, the people that are tapped in with Bree, with myself, they know that a few of my messages I have said that, you know, I talked about unity, and obviously we should be uh, doing the vetting process, right? And being real picky, choosy, and mindful of the people that we are collaborating with or being in community and connection with, because it's a really tricky time that we're living in. The great separation, I say that, and I say that confidently, because if you are tapped in and you know what time it is and you know what's going on, then you know that the Great Awakening, it does uh, influence the great separation, the people that are woke and those that are asleep, the people that are enlightened, the enlightened souls, beings, humans, and the ones who aren't. So considering that, definitely being intentional about, and this is my thoughts and my intentions to, be in connection and create community and to nurture relationships with people that who are genuine and authentic, those who are accountable for, themselves, and where, they may not have moved in total genuineness or righteousness or loyalty and things of that nature, right? Because in this time, being in connection with people, we want to be in connection with people and nurture those relationships for the sake of longevity, where, you know people are showing you that they are like-minded and that they desire the same. Always having the intentions of collaboration, right? Setting the intention to collaborate with folks and to, build those connections is greater in numbers, but quality over quantity also. Though we're greater in numbers and building community and building nation and building groups and connections and things like that, it's always going to be the quality over quantity. And, you know, collaborating is a powerful thing, but not feeling the need to compete and not being in connection with people who assume that you are competing because they are subconsciously competing, or because some individuals have certain issues that they have not addressed or that they refuse to address, right? And then because we're living in a time where, there is a lot of people who aren't necessarily the people that's going to make the cut, or the people that you may deem who are people that you may deem who are valuable enough, or people who just may not make the cut because they're not doing the work, or they're just not on the same frequency energy as you, or not on the same wavelength as you. So because there is a lot of people, and it's really not enough people who are on the same wavelength and things, have to be very picky and choosy. And when you are choosing certain individuals to be in your life and nurturing those relationships to keep them close. Some people say, don't have an attachment to this and don't have an attachment to that. Well, in a way, when you're trying to disconnect from negative things and the toxicity and all of those things, absolutely. You want to break certain attachments. You want to, you know, you want to practice detachment from the toxic things, from the negative things. But for those that are actually good for you, and those that are like-minded, and those that have the same desires and goals as you, people that actually want to go somewhere, people that actually want to build, right? That want things in life and are on that wavelength of exceeding and excelling and building community and doing the beautiful things, that the amazing, powerful things that our ancestors was doing. I encourage folks, because it is my mindset and my intention and my desire to bring those people close and to hold on to them, not smother and not be overwhelming or overbearing. But I think that we should be intentional about those people that are very intentional and like-minded in that way, that we keep them close, and also to show love and appreciation for them. I am so very appreciative of the people that I have in my life that are like-minded, and the people who I love deeply, and I have no shame about it, because I absolutely love and adore and appreciate those, and I want them to know that, right? We want to express gratitude for the things and the people that we have, but we also want to express the appreciation for them, so that people know that what they mean to us in our lives, and also letting them know that they are doing a good job, and letting them know that we value them. It really makes a big difference, and it really goes a long way. And it is a beautiful thing to communicate in that way and reciprocate in that way, to where you may nurture and build your connections and your relationships. That is one of the most effective ways of nurturing and sustaining relationships for the intention of having longevity. So this message was just a reminder, because sometimes it's just not it's not many to pick and choose from, because if you're anything like me, you're going to be very, very choosy and very selective in this time. It's really a non-negotiable. It's really not it's out of the question to accept anything less. Having high standards and holding yourself to a high standard is it's a self-love thing, right? It's a powerful thing. So again, don't want to ramble too much, but I think that this is a very powerful, very needed message of encouragement to, be very, very selective and choosy, but also nurturing and keeping people close, and connections and relationships that you have already established. So may you continue to be choosy and wise in your doing and your dwelling. Ashe.